Hey guys, it's Logo 722 from Lant RC here. By myself, but the boys plan to come out maybe Thursday. This is Wednesday, so tomorrow, hopefully. But I've been the temporary custodian at our church, and I've been able to get some money. I've been blessed to get the money. But I ordered something a little special. As we know, the Beast has been out of commission. These are my new headphones, super awesome, by the way. But the Beast has been out of commission for a while now, and the battery, which is up here, is in storage mode, pretty much. It's down to the 3.6 volts that it calls for being stored for more than a week. But it's been out of commission because I do not like my Sidewinder. Did not. So I just completely took it out. It still works 100%. I mean, it's fantastic. It's just I don't like how short the shaft is. It's too hard to deal with. The pinion gear keeps popping off of it. So I decided I'd get another ESC, possibly a Velinion, or I've been wanting the Mamba Monster. Well, something a little special. Traxxas has come out with a new model, if you may not have known, of the VXL 3S ESC. Well, I don't want to pay $220 for that alone when I could buy a motor with it for $150. So I looked on Amazon, and guess what I found for $125? I found the Velinion VXL 3S new model ID edition, I believe is what it is, of the ESC. And yes, I got super excited. So I already opened the box and I brought it all out, and then I started thinking, oh, I should make a video of it. So here you've got the cards and information and warranties and stickers, of course. Love the stickers, can't get over them. And the manual and startup guide and all that kind of stuff. Then you have this beauty. But here's some, actually, okay, it comes with a couple screws so you can put it in. And it also comes with what looks to be the adhesive double-sided foam tape, in case you wanted to use it on something that you couldn't screw it into, on something other than a Traxxas model. But here is the magnificent beauty herself right here. Look at that. That is fantastic. That looks absolutely amazing. I'm loving it. Now, one thing I hadn't thought of, and I think it will, looks like it'll be just fine, but I started thinking maybe they might have changed the bullet connector sizes, but I think they're exactly the same. I haven't had a VXL 3S in a while. But here it comes with the hardware and all that kind of stuff to put it on. So very grateful for Traxxas doing that, because it was from their company on Amazon. That's why it was cheaper. They were able to put it up on Amazon for a lower price. But this thing really looks amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up my Traxxas Easy Peak Plus 6 amp charger, and I'm going to start charging my battery, and then I'm going to start putting the ESC in. The worst part about it, when you get all the telemetry and everything on the car, is the receiver box becomes cramped, and it's a real pain in the butt trying to mess with it. So it's probably going to take me max 20 minutes to get the ESC on. Just dealing with the receiver box, trying to get it sealed up right, where if I do put it through a puddle or something, it's not going to tear anything up or ruin the receiver, because that'd be another pain in the butt, buying another receiver. Well, I'm going to cut the video there, and then we'll do a run video. We may go ahead and wait until the Smiths get out to do a run video with it, but I probably won't be able to hold my horses. I'll promise you that. So I may bring the camera back out and we'll add to this video, so we'll see you in just a second. Hey, I am back for just a little bit. The guys are not here yet. Hopefully they will be. But I got everything installed. Got the VXL 3S waterproof ESC all attached. It is a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful. Got the receiver box back intact. I actually forgot about the second servo channel, so I actually plugged the ESC into the second servo slot, so every time I turned the wheels it went and the throttle was doing nothing. So I had to take it back apart. It took me probably about 30 minutes to get it on, but messing with the receiver box and everything. I have now put it into the throttle slot. Everything works, and the only thing I'm waiting for is I zip tied the cables together here, zip tied the exiting receiver cables here, put them off to the side. Thought about zip tying the motor and temperature sensor cables back here, but they don't really need it, so it'd be a waste of a zip tie. But now the only thing I'm waiting for is my battery to charge. Right now it's got 8.25 volts in it. In each cell it's got 4.3 volts, and the second cell has 4.04. So it's getting very close. It'll charge to 8.4 volts, which is exactly 1 volt more than the battery says it is, which doesn't bother me. But that extra volt is to help run the servos, and like if you wanted to put lights on your car and all the good stuff that comes with it, all the little lights. So anyway, battery is pretty close to being charged, but I have taken it off the charger a few times in the process of charging it, just making sure everything was in the correct order, making sure it was all working. I did have to reverse the steering servo on the car because something about it, I plugged it in the right way, because I mean you can't plug it in the wrong way. It's got the little prong on the edge of the receiver plug, but I mean I've always had to reverse the steering channel to make it to where it would actually turn the way I wanted it to. So we got everything figured out. I've reset my transmitter back to factory defaults, which isn't a big deal. There's not much you can do with the transmitter anyway. Plus, that'll give me more room to, not really professionally, but more advancedly fine-tune all that stuff, because I was learning while I was playing around with it all, and I probably could have done a lot better job. So anyway, we'll get back to you just as soon as the battery finishes charging. Now, at that time that I get back to you with the full battery, it may not be as soon as it gets back, but hopefully the boys will be coming out. So anyway, we'll see you when it gets out. Hey guys, so big old story here. I got the beast all set up, transmission in there and everything. Changed the gearing in it to the stock gearing, sort of. It's low, but it's not the lowest. And then, you know, I got everything put back together. Everything was good. Got the stuff zip tied up. I got the battery charged. Took it out for a small spin to see how well it performed and how responsive it was. Really responsive on a 2S. But the pinion gear came off. Now, that first run was with the highest speed gearing. So it was super responsive on that. But it did heat up pretty quick, because I was kind of bashing it a little bit, but it was going pretty fast most of the time. But I now have the 25 tooth with a, what was it? I forget what it is. I think it's like a 92, 94. I think it's in the 90s on the tooth, the teeth of the spur. But I had to do a bunch of programming on my transmitter. So I got it out, and I had to do a bunch of stuff because my iPhone 4 was dead, and that's what I used with the Traxxas Link app. So I was getting that charged up, and I reset it back to factory defaults, and I had I calibrated the ESC, all that good stuff. Well, I finally get the 4S to come up and get it all worked out, put the Traxxas Link app, and it says I have a firmware update on my transmitter because I set it back to factory defaults. So I was like, okay, let's do it. Well, I had some batteries in there pretty much nearly dead. So it says that it couldn't do it, and that it was lost connection and all that good stuff. So I put some better batteries in there. They were nearly completely charged up. Like they had plenty of juice in them. And it got nearly to the end of the firmware update, and then suddenly the transmitter shuts down, and it says it lost connection with the transmitter, and after that it would not turn back on. My transmitter was completely dead. So instead of trying to look it up online, which I was sick of doing because I had to do it for a few different things, I just called Traxxas. And when he got there, he knew exactly what had happened. The guy said that I told him the same story I just told you. And he said that he knew exactly what happened. The newest firmware and software for the Traxxas Link application and the newest firmware for the transmitter itself is actually incompatible with the TQI with the red eye. You know, it's not the Bluetooth edition or the wireless link. It's the regular one. And the firmware for the newest models, that's what that one was that tried to download, it's not compatible with the transmitter. So when it got whiffed of the new stuff that it couldn't do, it shut it down and became useless. So he sent me a label, and today I sent it off in my local post office back to Texas, to the Traxxas factory. They're going to go wipe it clean of the firmware that's on the transmitter, set back to factory defaults, and reprogram it, and then they're going to send it back. So, bad news for y'all. No run videos for quite some time, because I am going to be gone to Super Summer, and I won't be here. So we will again resume this video after I get back from Super Summer, because I don't really want to make a bunch of videos. I won't be able to get this uploaded before I leave. So anyway, we'll see you guys when I get back from one of the greatest camps ever. So we'll see y'all then. Hey guys, it's Logo 722 with Lant RC here with Frodo. And Spyro Smith is talking to his mother on the phone. So he's a little busy at the moment, but he will join us in a split second. But we are back from Super Summer, like I told you.
Awesome.
And we'll just continue this video now. Got the ESC in place. Traxxas has fixed my transmitter and brought it back to me. And everything's working just the way it should. Had a little bit of receiver trouble since it's come back, but you know, it's fixable. So we'll go ahead and get it started, and it's very responsive on this system. It really is. So after a little bit of driving around with the camera on the RC, we'll take it off and we'll show you just how responsive it is in person. So here you go. Alright, we'll just take y'all off of the car. I ran it through a puddle, which might have been a bad idea, but I think it's going to be alright because I'm not worried about the car. I'm worried more about the camera because I do not have the waterproof back on the camera. So it's definitely exposable to water. But anyway, we'll have a cameraman, Sir Spyro, and we'll just show you guys how responsive it is now, because it's very responsive.
Ramp it. Right here. Ramp checker right there.
Wait, where at?
You hit it right here, so go this way.
Why don't we ramp it off of that over there?
If you, okay. Don't ramp it straight up like that. Ramp it right here. Never mind.
Too many weeds at the end of that.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't recording that. I kind of forgot I was recording.
Yeah, it's not a very good ramp. It looked a little less steep on the other side of the road.
So you're in the shot.
I think I've got some weeds in that back axle. Okay.
Over here.
That doesn't really
I kept walking towards your house.
Ow! There goes my foot. Ow! My foot hurts. Hey, at least, hey, you remember last time we were doing this, Logan? Not really. Hey, probably not the last time we were doing this, but one of the last times you were doing this, and it was snowing and icy.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna change it to the high traction profile.
And there's some cool stuff you can do right here.
My transmitter, and now it has much better traction control on the pavement. And we'll just get some speed runs in. This is on stock gearing ratio, 25 pinion, 92 spur, and high traction control. You might want to get out of the road because I'm flying by.
Oh.
Might not want to do it
Might
now.
want to get the car out of the road. Yeah, there's a little bit of traffic, as you can see.
One car
Maybe
per,
if Smith would point to it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know what you were
one
talking
car
Cameraman.
per year.
about.
Okay. Okay, maybe not. Okay, he's going the other way, so let's do this. We'll bring her back up on the road. It's fine, we'll get this done.
You better.
Okay. Temperature is 126, let's hit this off. Yeah, wheelies are a bad deal when you get to speed runs. We hit 41 on that though. 41 mile an hour wheelie. Woo!
I have an idea.
Sketchy.
Did you see the tire?
It would probably help if I adjusted the wheelie bar to this. That might help a little bit. Okay, that'll be better.
Hold on. Yeah, that one.
I don't know if anybody's coming by or not. Oh, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you staying in the middle of the road?
Yeah.
You are brave, because I'm coming by and it's hard to control it.
I know.
Okay, get off on the side of the road.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't. Because I don't trust myself well enough for you. Get out of the road. It is waterproof. Oh.
It's not so much that I trust you. It's a trust me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is 42 miles per hour. This car is very good. The Velinion brushless system from Traxxas on this car is definitely good. So I've had some traction changes They're wanting me to wreck my car even more.
We
Yep.
don't want you to wreck.
They're brave and I'm not. They're brave with my stuff. I will do it for the show.
Actually, that was my life on the line.
But anyway, this will be the last little thing we do. I've changed some settings. You know, I showed you the profiles and whatnot. I've adjusted the brakes so that it is on 120, so it has better braking options, so it can brake easier. Because it didn't want to stop when I first got it out. So anyway, for the end of the video, here's this. Yep, that was worth it.
Missed.
Anyway, with a dirty camera. This is Logo 722, Frodo, and Spyro Smith. All signing off. We'll see y'all next time.